Hello Capricorn, it is time for your mid-November update. We're going to start off as usual with an oracle card. Let's see what one we want to see what your primary theme or energy is here in the second half of the month. And we have the roses kiss. So not you kissing a rose, but the rose's kiss. So something that is soft when we think of that, gentle, light. I almost have the words like chef's kiss too. And some very, very practical advice, I guess, is coming right here right now for somebody, and it does not need more. It does not need more. What you're doing right now, or what you originally do, what you have planned, stick to the plan, because that is chef's kiss or the rose's kiss. I hope that makes sense for somebody, because that very clearly wanted to come through. Something else I'm picking up with this too is the gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself little breaks or timeout. So if you're the one who's hosting, for example, this year, and here in the United States, it'll be Thanksgiving, here in the second half of the month, don't push yourself too hard. Pull back a little bit, if anything, because you want to be able to enjoy the day, not feel frazzled or overworked or anything like that. You don't need to add anything to make it a success. What you already have planned is perfect. Don't push the boundaries. Enjoy the day, enjoy the time. All right. Let's see what the tarot cards have for you. So starting off here with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups, Temperance, the Moon, and the Three of Swords. So it's looking like there might be a bit of a rough ending to the end of the month, but we'll see when we actually get to the card. You do have a couple of major arcana cards here in this very short time frame. So there could be a shift in how you look at something, or, okay, you may be discovering something. Once you can find balance, once you calm down, you're going to be able to see a situation much clearer. That's clearly coming through. So let's get into the cards. We're starting here with the Seven of Swords, which immediately feeds into the Moon and the Three of Swords for me. The Seven of Swords can indicate deception. This could be somebody trying to mislead you, or it could be a matter of you're not double checking something. And swords is an air element. This has to do with communication. It could have to do with paperwork. It could have to do with legal work. It could have to do with numbers, facts and figures. Clarity. Make sure you're getting clear communication on things before you worry about something. Again, it's all about try not to do more. Try not to second guess your recipes, if you will. The Seven of Swords, and in this case, she has the swords hidden within her umbrella. So she's getting away with more than she should. At least that's how she feels. She feels like she's getting away with something, definitely taking more than she needs to. In this case, maybe that does have to do with the spices and adding too many. Be careful of that, because and this word's pushing through. I don't have a very clear definition, but hubris. Be careful of hubris here. You don't want to do or try to get away with more than you really need. And I think that's the key theme here, is try not to do or get away with more than you really need. So they do leave behind some information. In this case, they are leaving behind some things that don't serve them. Maybe these are the pieces that they don't like, and that's fine to do, but they should perhaps only take two swords in the first place because they only have two hands. Maybe this is saying don't eat too many plates. And then we're moving on to the Page of Cups. Now, pages in general can indicate somebody with young energy, or it could literally be a younger person. The energy is somebody who is untried, inexperienced, doesn't have a lot of knowledge, but is eager and very curious and willing to try. They're so excited about what the future might bring. Cups too, and this is about emotions and intuition, and also they could have a very wild imagination. They're going to be in their feels a lot. They learn through how they feel about things, or through their intuition, what they're drawn to. It may seem like they have no plan and no focus, but they're feeling their way into where they need to go. Now, that does mean that because they're fresh, they're going to fall for the things, right? They're going to easily believe things until they learn otherwise. They're also going to be maybe a little bit dramatic because their emotions are going to be very easily risen. I don't know that that's a word. They're going to be more likely to react emotionally at the slightest implied criticism than some people who are older and more experienced. It feels like this is somebody in your life that you may be having to deal with as you're going through this holiday season. And again, that's why you need to make sure not to overdo things just for your own energy that you'll be maybe needing in order to support this other person in your life who's going through some stuff and trying to figure it out. But they're also going to need a lot of reassurance. They're going to need somebody to just listen or to hold them or hug them or something because they're struggling interpreting life. But that's just purely because of lack of experience out there. So just know that. Maybe a little drama here, possibly some drama here. Maybe this drama is a result in part to that drama. Keep that in mind. Temperance. Temperance is a major arcana card, and this is a big part of it, not all of it, but a big part of it is about finding that balance. Finding that balance. You don't need to take all the things, all the ideas. You don't have to be the one who is perceived as having all of the ideas. Sometimes it's good to sit back and let somebody else try to run the show. They will not necessarily run it exactly the way that you would. This could even come down to washing dishes. Let somebody else do the cleanup. Even if you want to have it done a certain way, just let yourself release your expectations around that. Let them deal with it so you can focus on other things. Maybe that means you need to spend more time with this person and less time doing the dishes. You need to be present with this person. Temperance can also be about alchemy, where you're transforming some emotions or feelings about something into something else. It could be a maturing about how you feel. And now what I'm getting is you may recognize a piece of yourself in the experiences that this person is having. And that's how you know what needs to be done, what they need to hear, how to reassure them as they're going through this, because it's an experience you have had in the past. And it's also allowing you to transform your emotions that may have still been attached to that event, to a similar event in the past, and release them and transform them from that bucket or little spot of pain within you into something that is nurturing, not only for others, but for yourself. Allowing yourself to be sympathetic to your younger self, to have compassion for them, because you didn't know what you didn't know back then. And it's okay. It's okay, because it brought you to where you are today. And then we have the moon. And the moon, also a major arcana card, can be about secrets revealed. Things that are normally hidden under the bright sun of the day. Everything lit up. You still can't see these things. Not until the sun goes down and the moon comes up. Now, all of a sudden, the world looks different. You see things in unexpected and new ways. Things that you cannot see at all during the day are now revealed. That's kind of what the moon is representing here, which is where you're going to discover something. And now it's feeling like it may be something about yourself, possibly through this whole experience here. Okay. So a lot of this now is about leveraging your experiences from the past in order to help this person through what they're going through now. And as you're doing that, you are having some internal growth yourself, and you're transmuting your pain into some power for today. And I think you never thought you would get there. You never thought that you would do that you might feel this way. It's an unexpected thing for you. This depth of emotion and recognizing that piece of yourself that maybe you've been trying to bury for so long is now there. It's now open. It's now exposed for not just you to see, but possibly others to see, especially if you're sharing this experience with this person. And you're having to process that and recognize that, and not, there's a feeling of a little bit of relief where you're feeling now more at ease. Now that it's out there, now that it's known, this isn't a part of yourself you have to hide. This is a part of who you are now, which is beautiful. And then we have the Three of Swords. And again, I feel like this goes back to this person and you helping them deal with this. So somebody did not live up to their expectations is ultimately what the problem is feeling like here. Somebody disappointed them. They thought they were doing great. Maybe they were in love, but it would have been like in love with love because they're young. They're in love with the idea of what things should be like. They put this person maybe up on a pedestal, and now this person did or said something that has just crushed this person's expectations. And they're struggling between what their heart has been telling them maybe for a while, that this wasn't right, it doesn't fit. But that in their mind, they were fixed on making it work. We're going to make it work. We just got to communicate better. Well, if we just say this instead of that, maybe if we try this instead of that. But the heart connection had already been severed. It's just them needing to come to terms with that and recognize that they were more emotionally tied to the idea and the possibilities of the relationship, the potential that it could have had, but they weren't actually emotionally invested in it. And that's what you're going to help them see. Yep, that's it. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for your second half of November. Again, let yourself get a break. You just have to put your chef's kiss on it, your rose's kiss on it. Give that gentle, loving energy and holding that space for those who need it in your life. All right. So please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Please share this with others. And please comment below to let me know how you're doing. Thank you so much for watching. And I will talk to you later.